Welcome back. Welcome back to the Black Evolution. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Dabby Day. And we'll have a very special topic. It's called Relationships and Black Masculinity Under Attack. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, so without further ado, it's your boy Dabby Daniel, and I got a very special guest in the building. His name is Kidd Klutch Productions. How you doing, young brother?
I'm doing good, Daniel. Thanks for having me on here. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So let's get into it, man. We got this very special topic. We're going to talk about a very important issue. We're going to be about relationships and how masculinity itself is under attack. How do you feel about this, brother?
Daniel, I thought long and hard about this, and I think it's a discussion that's going to be discussed because we see it all over on social media. We see it in real life, but people in our age group, and even I've seen it even carries over to people that's in their late 30s, their early 40s that have this issue. And I think the reason why you see all these issues is because there's not masculinity. I've said it on past podcast episodes that we had. It's under attack. And in society, people keep thinking it's just black male masculinity. I think, that's been under attack for 30 years, 30 or 40 years. So, let me rephrase that, 50-something years now. But masculinity as a whole is under attack. And I believe it really got under attack with during the Me Too movement. Because I think you had certain feminist groups. They went out and promoted their agenda through the Me Too movement. They used it. They used a serious movement that women were actually facing in Hollywood and business and just in the workplace. They took it for their own gain. They made it something just to emasculate men and to move from women in masculine roles.
Roles that they're not qualified for and not suited for. There's a reason why certain people have certain roles to play and everything else. And they're trying to have men get into more feminine roles. Even with the costumes and everything else, with they having these rappers wear dresses and everything, and some people try to call out Tyler Perry and stuff like that, saying he's not masculine. He is playing a role in a film. That's the difference between playing a role in a film and then you changing that. That's going to be your lifestyle. That's the difference. People need to realize that. But I feel like
I want to piggyback off of what I just said with the emasculation process. It basically started because they started in the 1970s, clothing factories and other places that black men had high-paying jobs at to separate black families. Then they trickled down to the 80s, the crack epidemic. They added either drug addicts or drug dealers. In the 90s, they locked them all up. And then
with that 94 crime bill, that Joe Biden passed.
The 94 crime bill, then it trickled down to the modern day of B2 movement. And then here we are now.
So there's been a constant attack on black masculinity and just masculinity in general. They do not want men to be men. They're trying to effeminize and emasculate the man. And that's a problem on all levels.
And I think that's what's going on in America. It's lost this masculinity. That's why I think other countries take America for a joke. Because if you look at China is getting stronger. Because they embrace their masculine roles. If you look at what they do, it's a policy they have. It's called, I think it's inhumane, but it's the one-child rule policy, and they embrace the male as the top figure that takes care of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And the male wife, after she marries him, she's no longer really a part of her family. She helps him take care of his, like his parents and other people, kids. And that's what contributed to this a lot of female children in China being orphaned or even being killed. And that's where human rights comes from. We hear people talking about with China. But to piggyback off of the emasculation processes, like you said, America, they just want to put people in different roles. And I've seen with these feminist groups, they hijacked the D2 movement, and they hijacked the LGBT movement. Because I know people that's LGBT that's gay, and they even saying that they think that masculinity is under attack. And I know straight women are saying it too.
Yep.
Because people are using it to weaponize it from their agenda.
So with all this being said, when it comes to masculinity, let's go to the next issue in terms of relationships in general.
And that's what I want to go into.
Yeah, well, relationships. Yeah, relationships, because you have masculinity be under attack, relationships are falling apart. Divorces are at an all-time high. You got people not wanting to deal with each other because now the roles are being flipped. The women are trying to be more masculine, and they want the dude to be masculine. At the same time, too, they want to be strong and independent and this and that, and they run the world and everything else, that they in charge and stuff. But at the same time, too, they want a strong masculine man. It's not going to go together. One has to be masculine and one has to be feminine. That's why I see relationships falling apart.
Yeah, because there's on social media and other circles we in, there's been a huge debate over that. And they saying, like a lot of women saying, well, these men are not men. And a lot of guys saying, well, the problem is that you're attracted to men that's more feminine, or men that's not alpha males that's gonna take that mess and follow y'all. And I'm of the mindset of that's what's going on. I'm not doing that. I think the man needs to lead the relationship. He shouldn't follow that.
Yeah. And there's one.
That's how it is.
Yeah. There's one dude I know, he's in a situation, and the woman said straight up to him, I want a man to worship me. And the man was looking at her like, you crazy. There's something wrong with you. But that's how, and this woman was in her 30s, talking about she want a man to worship him. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? No. She's looking crazy. The man's supposed to worship me. The man's supposed to take care of me. The man's supposed to do this. But what are you going to do for the man? She couldn't answer the question.
Yeah, that's what the debate is about, too. They're saying women are thinking they're supposed to get the red carpet out, pulled out for them. But like they're saying, what are you going to do for the man? How are you going to contribute to his life? How are you going to make things better for him? You can't get that. Well, she thinks that a lot of these women, they're entitled. They think that just their bare presence is enough for a man.
Yeah. I've actually heard women actually say it's a joy to be in my presence and this and that. And I said, what? Just because you don't have to be here. Just because like you hanging out here, that don't give you the right to be like, it's a joy to be in my presence and stuff. The dude doesn't have to take you out. He chooses to do that.
Yeah, and I think it was about a year ago we did another relationship episode, and you had a lady on here, and she, correct me if I'm wrong, she said the same thing that we're saying. She's saying that she can't. She said women like that, they give old women bad names.
Yeah.
I ain't like that.
Yeah. And
they stop.
Yep.
And that's the problem. I think it's being glorified now. Because I've been hearing they saying it was but they're saying the same girls are saying that they're broke themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're going after rich guys.
Yep. Saying these dudes so broke. These dudes so broke. I want a man who makes 6 figures. I mean, you don't even make that. You don't even make that much money.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying these chicks who be saying that they want a man who makes 6 figures and this and that, and fly them first class and treat them like queens and stuff, but then they don't even make that much money themselves. They want what they can't have.
Yep. And a lot of them you see posting on social media saying they this and that, and you see them they post the pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't post the guy that funded the trip or funded their paying for them to get everything.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them, the problem you have is a lot of them they want a boyfriend and a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
To fund their lifestyle.
Yep, that's a dang shame.
And it's being exposed.
Yep.
And also too, I have a problem with that shit on social media and blah blah. And even in real life, you have a lot of girls who say,
yeah,
when a guy doesn't want to spend money on them, he's either broke or he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a problem with that because that's the same. These are the same women that will sit here and say they advocating for the LGBT movement, but they sit here, those same LGBT people, they laugh at them and use them for their own gain.
Yeah.
You'll sit here and hang with gay dudes to stir up trouble.
Yep.
For you and be your wingman and help you out, but then you'll see a straight dude and you'll try to call him gay.
Yeah.
That masculine him.
Yeah.
And embarrass him. And also, I'm going to say it's vice versa what they do with gay women.
Yep.
A lot of these same girls, they'll sit here use gay women as leverage for them to get what they want in relationships. So they'll sit there and they get mad when they'll be in a relationship with a guy, they get mad, and then they'll say, well, I'm gay.
You ain't gay, you just get mad. Yeah.
Knowing that they're not really gay.
Yep.
Or just playing those roles or playing with this gay person's emotions.
Yeah.
And I think that mess gotta stop too.
Yeah, that's because you messing with people's minds, you messing with people's emotions, and you doing that, that's you just as guilty.
Mm-hmm. And that's the problem I have with it. Like I say, and a lot of the gay people have it with it too.
Yeah.
I've spoken to some gay people. I had friends that are gay and family members, and they said they don't like that mess because a lot of people they try to play both sides too.
Yeah.
And they say they don't like that how they're making the LGBT community look. And then there's straight women that say the same thing. They don't like that they're doing that because they make those straight women look bad. Is that all these people, they're fake, I might even call them opportunists. They're fake opportunists. They're users.
Yeah.
They use anything at their disposal to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Get attention.
Yeah. Because I know some of these women. Yeah, I know some of these women. They be using dudes and everything else, and also they hang out with these dudes. The dude does them wrong, then they gonna quote unquote be gay, knowing straight up they're not really gay. They just doing it to get that dude mad or jealous or whatever. Yep.
And then what happens is that's what creates a lot of domestic violence and gay rape. Because a lot of them find out that they was playing with their emotions.
Yeah. It's just sick and disgusting.
And then also what they do is, it's crazy because we're covering all this stuff right here, but the emasculation process is just like we said. The process goes in so many layers that you can't even think of.
Mm-hmm.
Because it goes from culturally, it goes financially, it goes to ethically.
Yeah.
Everything is just, what happens is you got a bunch of users.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, I call them goblins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything you're saying. You got a bunch of users. They're trying to use people and everything else. You got a lot of people feeling some type of way and everything. And also, like, some people are hurt. The reason why they're acting that way because they hurt. they don't want to deal with the problem, so they try to move on to a certain situation and everything else to keep on moving on. They don't really deal with the problem. They just keep on moving on, and that's a problem in itself.
You're absolutely right, because I think this mess gotta stop.
Yeah.
Because this the reason why society is falling apart, because you have people just emasculating the world, pushing their agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And it even goes back to what I was saying about entitled women, or entitled topics that you guys doing this message. Well, I think you discussed something with me about experience you had.
Yeah.
And you said you was going to, you went out to, was it a date?
Yeah, it was the other day I went out.
Like, just ads on you because you didn't pay for that food?
Yeah, because basically I went out on this date or whatever, and keep in mind I told the woman I already ate, so I was already full and stuff. And then the chick she gonna get mad when I didn't pay. I said, "What you mean? I told you I already ate. There was no need. This that. Well, I want this and that." And she sent me a long paragraph. I said, "If you don't get out my face."
And I think I think you was right on that, because there was no official date, and that did just speak out.
Yep.
So I think she wasn't looking for a date. She was looking for a free meal.
Yeah.
And I've seen on social media, you have girls, they were calling out these girls that were saying the guys are broke, because they said the same very girls are calling these guys broke. They're broke themselves, and they're trying to get a free meal.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not interested in the guys they're using them.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, this chick talking about, I want a relationship, this and that, and da 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 da. And I'm just like, well, you're gonna have to bring something to the table. You got to put in the work. She goes, I don't need to put in no work. I said, you lost your mind.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because that's another thing I get to. A relationship is not a privilege. It is not a right. It's a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be in one, act like you want to be in one.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
If you want to go on a date, you gotta prove yourself worthy.
Mm-hmm.
I seen this thing in I forgot who told me this. They were saying it was somebody told me. They said it's two people, the female and the male. Said that they said a lot of these women saying, why don't they take me on dates, or why I'm single? They said you gotta look at yourself and say what makes you appealing to any of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You gotta ask those type of questions, because if you don't,
personality,
yeah.
Why would anybody be bothered with you? You bring nothing to the table.
Mm-hmm. Some of these chicks, they be like, I am the table. That's the problem now. You think too highly of yourself. You don't see it as a means of like you playing a role in this and that. You just see it as a free meal and a meal ticket, and that's the problem now. You want to get in a relationship, act like you want to be in a relationship. They gonna commit, and you gonna commit. But then some of these chicks are like, well, I'm not gonna do nothing. It's like, well, what you mean you're not gonna do nothing?
Yeah, that ain't gonna work like that. You find out these girls too. They think because of their looks, they can get everything they want.
Yep, and it's not true.
It's because of their looks.
Yep.
And then after a while, they say, I'm tired of people thinking I'm an object. Well, you make yourself that, because if you're an airhead, what are you doing?
Yep. And then you posting stuff on Instagram on this and that, and talking about how you love this and you love that, and you want this and that. You want to do this and that to you. Well, how do you think dudes are going to treat you? They're going to treat you as an object. Well, I want a man to respect me, but treat me as an object at the same time. It don't work like that. You can't have it both ways. So yeah.
Also, too, I got some more stuff to add to this. Because I remember we had a discussion on this too, is that a lot of these women, they get good men and they run them off because either they accuse them of cheating. Yeah. Because they're cheating themselves, or either they talk down to the guy and they just use him for money. Mm-hmm. Or they try to control him. Yeah. And that's what goes on a lot now.
Yeah, they try to control them to be like, oh well, you gonna do this? I want this and that. I want this and that. I want this. I'm like, yo, let the man be the man, this and that, and just let him relax and everything else. Let both of y'all get comfortable and everything else, and just like get to know each other and stuff like that. But a lot of these chicks, they be trying to rush. As I might add, they be trying to rush after they've been through their prime and stuff. Now they on the decline. Now, oh, I want a good man. Now I want a good man. Now.
And I've seen it. I've seen it in so many ways. I've seen some girls. You go on a date with, not even a date. If they want to go hang out, the guy want to go hang out with his friends. They have a problem with that.
Yep.
Then you have this other guys too. They gotta ask permission to go and hang out with their friends. Or to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So what kind of that stuff ain't right?
Yeah.
What kind of mess is that? And I think if a man is like that, he needs to put his foot down.
Yep. This one, yeah. Also, some of these chicks they be making these terms up. This one chick I knew, she was like, "Well, I believe in physical cheating and emotional cheating." I said, "What is emotional cheating? It's when you cheat emotionally." I said, "What the type of nonsense is that?"
That's just stupid.
Yep. I believe in emotional cheating, and she wanted everything planned out, and it has to be planned out. It has to be planned out. Nothing can be spontaneous. She don't like anything spontaneous. I said, "Oh Jesus." Oh God.
You know what I mean? Listen, and I'm glad you brought up terms because everything you reminded me of stuff I wanted to talk about, but it's so, like I said, it's too much stuff. And you said terms. One term I don't like about the society is using now is called toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
You know, when you put toxic behind it, you know it's a derogatory term.
Yep.
And the provocative term.
Yeah, it's just sick when people use that type
I'm
of.
trying to figure out what is so toxic about masculinity.
Nothing. They just don't like it.
You don't hear toxic feminism in it.
Nope. They don't like it. They don't like a man being a masculine man. They don't like masculine men, or they want a masculine man that they can control and try to manipulate.
And you don't have that. It doesn't work like that.
Yep. My final thoughts on this: masculinity is under attack. We stop all this nonsense. People need to know like what terms they agreeing to and what relationships they do and everything else. And if you want to be in a relationship, you got to put in the work. Stop trying to make excuses and say, "Oh, I'm not going to put in no work. I'm not going to put in no work." Yes, you are. Because you want to be in a relationship. You want to be. If you're in a committed relationship, just know that you're going to have to do some stuff. The man and the woman. Because there's some men out there too. We're talking about, well, the woman's going to do this and that, and I ain't going to do nothing. No, you can't do that either. Because you got to put in the work too. So Tyler, what's your final thoughts on this topic, man?
Well, my final thoughts on this topic is I'm just sending the alert out right now that masculinity is under attack, and we're not gonna let it be derailed. We're not gonna let it be extinct, and we're not gonna let it be demonized. And that's how we're gonna end it.
Yep. Well said, my brother. Well, it's your boy Dab and Daniel. It's Kidd Klutch Productions. We signing off and listen to this outro music. Here we go.